Greg Anthony on the side. It's David Aldridge. Now, here's Banchero. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Back in 2022, the #1 overall pick was Paolo Banchero. What do you think of his game?
You have to love his game, Kevin. I mean, handles the ball as a big guy at 6'10", makes plays for other people, scores, gets to the free throw line. All-star game in his second year. And on that team, he has really, really looked to defend. This guy's future is bright.
And their coach is another guy from the Seattle area, right, who has come on the NBA and starred.
There have been quite a few of them.
Now, Washington, after Jalen Suggs missed from long range. Banchero left side. He's now... One for two with that bucket.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
To the inside. Shots good by Gafford.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Checking in for the Mavericks. Number 0.
Banchero looking around. For three, Caldwell Pope. A rebound by Washington. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Suggs with the steal. Goes up. And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Well, we know, G.A., the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And Caldwell Pope now atop the key. Drills the three-pointer.
Defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Now, let's go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jamal Mosley.
Coach said how much he admires Klay Thompson, saying, that guy is a champion. Coming back from 2 years away, Thompson's still one of the best two-way guards in the league. Nothing but respect for Klay, and there's zero argument here. Thompson surely a future Hall of Famer. Guys?
Thank you, David.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Now here is Davis. Following the missed shot by Franz Wagner. The drive by Thompson. Teardrop shot. And Davis can't get it to go. And so here's Orlando. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And that one's good. Suggs.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
And there it is for him.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Here's the screen. Outside for Davis. Here's Christie. No good on the three.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
Here's Suggs. Carter drives in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, there's a unique profile for Wendell Carter Jr. A tremendous rebounder and shooter, and now he's playing on a pretty good team, and he's a big reason why.
He sure is. Look, he's really big at 6'10", 270. All right, top 20 in the league in rebounding and effective field goal percentage. Can shoot the three. Great blend of size, skill, and toughness.
The three from Davis does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And here is Suggs. He has 5. Just 5 to shoot. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Suggs has got a couple of threes now in the first for Orlando. Here's Davis. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Orlando bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point.
9.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one. Quarter of action so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And good that time.
And just a good job of getting a high percentage look. Davis knows how to put himself in position to attack.
Down low. Itadze. And the rejection by Gafford. Out to Harris. A second chance effort. Rebounded by Gafford.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Davis.
Come on, bro.
The Magic will gain possession. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. I personally love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
Isaac misses. Mavericks trailed by 7. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Gafford. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Working his way from scout to head coach, Jamal Mosley was a longtime assistant under Rick Carlisle. He has paid his dues, Coach.
Yeah, Kevin, I really admire the guys that put in the time, as you say, pay their dues and get themselves ready for when they get the opportunity. There's a lot of outstanding younger coaches in this league, and Jamal Mosley's as good as any of them.
Yep, I would agree. Dallas moving it around. Pass to Davis. Davis doing his thing inside.
And phenomenal movement in that pick and roll. Davis has a sense for where to move after setting that screen.
They get it again. Here's Bitadze. And the rejection by Gafford. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. It's good from long range.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Here's Irving. The Magic knocking down the tray. In the corner, Powell with it. Clock at 6. The kick out to Irving. Another 3 for Dallas.
Some of the fastest hands in the league right now. Kyrie knowing he has to get rid of it.
Out to the right wing. De Silva tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Marshall. There's the pick. Irving with the ball. Isaac picks him up. Foul. That's good.
A dependable distributor. Irving is adept at seeing the floor and making the pass.
On the wing, Harris. Isaac outside. That 3 off the mark. The Mavericks leading.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting for Dallas, Klay Thompson.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, Thompson is known for that shooting ability, but deserves more recognition for his defense. He's got the size, the lateral quickness, and most importantly, the desire defensively.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
In the corner, Irving with it. Screen by Gafford. And that one released in time, but no good. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Mavericks ahead, up 4. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Now, here is Irving. Thompson in the corner. Davis in the corner. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Davis has got the lead up to 6 now for Dallas.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Wagner outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Wagner's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And for his position, Banchero, great vision and willingness to make the extra pass.
And Davis puts it in.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. And again, it's Orlando with the three. Davis sets a screen. In the corner, Powell with it. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, it's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
Now, here's Wagner. Here's Suggs. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Irving, good. Irving's got 5.
And fast breaks are often determined by speed. And Irving right up there with the game's quickness.
Second team foul. Checking in for the Mavericks. Number 7, White Powell.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. There's the screen. Carter on the wing. He tries for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And the 3 off target.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Carter outside. And then Carter with the jam.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Now, here is Irving. He has 5. Shot clock at 6. Going inside. Rejected by Banchero.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
Carter with the screen. For the lead. A rebound by Washington.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Timeout, timeout.
And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
It's your 407 Dan Steve.
For the tie. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Franz Wagner, as we know, Stan, came into the league with a splash and hasn't really slowed up since.
Now, Kevin, I think he's surprised a lot of people. He has never played like a young guy. He's always played with the maturity of a veteran guy, and he just keeps getting more and more responsibility. He's handled it well, and then he could become a perennial all-star.
I like that assessment.
Come on. Dang.
Using that momentum to just prepare for liftoff. Suggs with a problem on the drive.
Now, here's Marshall. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. And that combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. Carter outside. Pass to Banchero. Carter with the screen. Here's Suggs. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Does not get it. Third miss. He's made 4 from the field. To the paint. Now here's Gafford. And here is Marshall from past the arc. And it's Suggs with the rebound. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Wagner on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Mavericks leading by 3. Marshall with it. Pass to Davis. Inside. And Gafford throws it down.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Mavericks lead by 5. And after a quick break, we're going to...
The Mavericks, 41.
3 tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The Magic trailed by 5. Carter on the wing. Tries a 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Carter's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Magic. Now Irving. Driving inside. Carter pulls it in.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Irving for 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Get the heck off the
To tie it up. And Wagner drives in. And the layup is good. Wagner's got it all tied up now for the Magic.
And not a bad passing center. Carter Jr. with the solid find there that leads to a bucket.
Left side, Irving. Pass to Washington. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Orlando Magic. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Well, he competed for that rebound. You love to see him getting in there and scrapping for the ball.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth.
Given his shooting ability, Irving presents a ton of problems in the pick and roll.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Guys, we'll see if they can get it done.
Thank you, David.
A highly coordinated big fella. Carter Jr. has a variety of moves down low that he can beat defenders with. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
Hey guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. The shot by Carter, nobody around. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Screen by Gafford. Out to Thompson. Pass to Marshall. Launches it. Carter pulls it in. Orlando trailing here. Caldwell Pope right side. Now Banchero. 5 to shoot. Carter on the wing. Banchero inside. It's good.
He better get used to these late game scenarios. Banchero getting a nice taste of it right there.
Irving looking for an opening. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth. Banked in off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
And make no mistake, Irving wants the ball in his hands in these moments. His confidence is off the charts.
Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Shots good by Gafford.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Such a talent. Kyrie does certain things offensively that few others will even attempt.
It's the first that ties the game up. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
Kicks it out to Banchero. Those three-pointers off the mark. And so it's Dallas with it. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
It's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So he gets them both, and it's a three-point game.
Look, every trip to the line counts, but getting all of these was extra important.
Carter for three. He can't hit that time. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Powell, no one around him. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Powell's got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
Here's Wagner. The Magic again can't hit. And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
At the line for 2.
And he ends up making the second, and that...
He quit. How you gonna quit at like 5 seconds? Are you?